Okay, so if you're a beginner like me and not familiar with these things, my battery was installed 10 years ago when I got this car. It's history, of course. I want to get the rear hatch open. How do I do that? So first I go to good old YouTube, just because, you know, YouTube, you can find just about anything. Nothing, no information. What do you do if you've got a bad battery and you need to get into this hatch? You don't feel like buying a new battery, and or say your hatch release, which is back in here, doesn't work, and you don't want to spend an infinity trying to find out what the heck to do. Well, you know, this is one of the cases where buying an owner's manual does wonders. There's nothing in the maintenance manual, the factory maintenance manual. So you go back in the index, and back here it says release hatch. Take you to 2D. And I'm looking, it's like, okay, what are they going to tell me? Well, guess what? Case for electrical failure, the hatch can be opened manually. Release cable is located 3 or 4 inches right of center. To release the cable, slide your hand between the carpet and security shade. Pull the cable to disengage the locking solenoid. So we're going to do this in 2 parts. One, I'm going to show you where it's at, and mine's not releasing. This thing hasn't, I don't know, it's been 5, 6, who knows, 7 years since this thing's been open probably. So I will show you where it is, and then I'm going to work on trying to get it open. I'm going to show you first, just in case I happen to break this cable or something. So if you got your roll-out shade, roll it, it's up in here. I had to reach way back in and get it. So, lo and behold, you can see that there's the cable, and there is the solenoid. But maybe it's this long, I'm not getting anything. I pull mine, and I'm afraid I'm going to break this cable. So I'm going to have to, I'm not sure which side of that goes, but I got nothing. So that's just for the top. So anyway, there it is. If your hatch does work and you lose the ability to open it, there's where your cable is. That's how you get to it. Hopefully I'm going to be able to open mine. I'm going to have to get a look at the solenoid and see exactly where it's oriented, which way I should be pulling this. I can feel it. I gotta suspect it goes up under there. But there's no telling how long this has been, so. Alright. Hopefully I'll be back and show you a successful opening. Okay. Kudos to General Motors. 0 for me. Well, as I suspected, when I grabbed a hold of this and pulled really hard, I figured it was going to break, and sure enough, I wrapped this, and I'm an idiot. So I looked at that. That's a wire. One of the things you got to remember in here, and aviation, it's always done from the pilot's left front seat. Right is right, left is right. Everything's done from the cockpit. So if you're sitting in the driver's seat, when they say the cable is 4 inches right of center, you turn around backwards like this and you're looking at the back of this thing. This is not right. This is the left. This is the right over here. So when I finally took a flashlight, where is my flashlight? Well, like I said, I show you all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, all the mistakes you can make, because I make a lot of them. So if you look up under here, there's actually the cable. I tried to find this in the maintenance manual. I'll give myself credit for that. I'm looking for a parts breakdown or something which shows you where the solenoid and everything went. And it's actually on this side over here. And sticking out of here is this little tiny piece of cable. I don't know if this is the legit one or not. And all I did was just simply pulling that a little bit. Now you can't hear it snap because it popped already. And the hood and hatch is open. It took no effort whatsoever. It simply just popped open. So, once again, hopefully you'll be able to learn from my mistake. Now, it popped, and it's going to take both hands. I doubt this thing's going to stay up. I said this thing hasn't been open in eons. And there we have it. Look at that. Other than pulling the seal with it, the hatch actually staying open with the struts. Alright, so there you have it. This latch here is where you put your top and it latches in. So the solenoid is down there, it goes in that direction. The cable you pull, at least the cable that you pull, is in that direction. It's just that little piece of cable sticking out there, and then it popped really easy. And now I've screwed up the solenoid. Now I'm going to have to repair or replace that because I just pulled the wire out of it. But that just goes to show you. Look at that screw up. So learn from my mistake. There you go. That's how you open the hatch when you have no battery. Actually, it appears pretty easy if you do it correctly. Alright, hope this helps you. Learn by your mistakes. It's even better to learn by other people's mistakes. On to the next thing.